4 digits, and then a pause, and then the pound sign. And then T-Mobile said goodbye. And they probably went, oh, okay, well, that's cool. I guess I'll... That's a totally expected thing that should happen. Yeah. And so, because I have nothing to lose, I played that. And that had nothing to do with ISEC Partners or Don Bailey. So.
Oh, and keep in mind, the person that was called was a security researcher.
Yes. Let's see Robin Sage do that. Am I right? Let's see Robin Sage pull off. I think that's one of the coolest social engineering tricks I've ever done personally, and it's just so stupid. That's so simple that's what makes it so cool. So.
That's the best part about this entire talk. It's all dumb pet tricks. Yeah. That's all we're doing.
Can you believe this stuff still works? Anyway, you're all still here, so I'm going to go through these real quick. So again, pro tip in the security industry, if you get a phone call from your voicemail, don't pick it up. If it asks you for a password, don't give it out. Just because it's a sexy voice on the other end of the line, it's from a machine. She's still a machine, remember. She doesn't want to know your PIN number.
That doesn't make her not sexy, though.
That's personal preference.
T-Mobile girl who does the voiceovers. I'm available. Call me.
I guess Megan Fox is out of luck, man.
She can come too, I guess. She's cool with it. We have an open relationship, Megan and I. Just to announce that to the ladies in the room. All 3 of you. I'm not counting the long-haired man in the back there. Anyway, defense continued. If you receive a flood of SMS messages and strange MMSs from random numbers, and you never did that, you never saw that before, might be something bad. Look into it. If you keep getting missed calls from random numbers and they never ring, it might be your friend trying to slide dial you. It might be somebody trying to do something else using that technique. Look into it. Also, remember, you always have the option to change your phone number. I mean, of course, if they'll try to find you again in the caller ID database, but you can always do that. It takes 2 seconds. The VoIP providers should probably monitor and restrict caller ID spoofing capabilities. Now, of course, it's required for a lot of business users because, if you have a small business and you have 30 phones and you get one incoming number and one outgoing number, you'll want to do caller ID spoofing so it looks like everybody has their own number or extension or whatever. I mean, there's business cases for this, but maybe they should try to vet who they're allowing to do caller ID spoofing. It's always going to be a possibility. You can never you never put a stop to it, but I figured I'd throw it in there because I wanted to do my due diligence.
Unemployment.
Yeah. And then, of course, that's to enterprises and corporations. All of the things we just talked about were mostly against individuals. Now apply this to a CEO. Apply this to a group of people at an important corporation. This can be used as an intelligence gathering tool for competitors. This can be used for corporate espionage. This can be used for whatever you want to use it for. So corporations and the enterprise, they need to take all of the stuff that we just talked about and include it into their threat matrix, into their policies. So maybe CEOs get smartphone restricted, enterprise restricted smartphones, and maybe the regular employees just get regular phones. Who knows? So the guy in the mailroom probably just can use his personal phone, or actually the guy in the mailroom might be the guy you want to go after because he gets all the mail. Isn't that funny? The guy in the mailroom gets all the mail.
I didn't get it.
I'm smart. Yeah, so abuse policies, especially at big corporations, if you start to see your system administrator making late night changes to the PBX, I don't know, talk to him about it. He might be doing something. And obviously, I'm skipping over a lot of this because we're plus 15. Do you have a plus 15 sign? Instead of like a 10 minutes? No? You don't? Sorry. I'm going to continue.
Excellent.
And here we go. Thank you. I'm going to skip this. This is just, organizations can minimize their risk through education and policy. Again, it's vigilance and common sense. So educate your employees and say, if your voicemail calls you, at the orientation, if your voicemail calls you, don't give it the PIN number. Call it back. Call it. It shouldn't call you. It's a machine.
Really, to make this short, because people are getting itchy. Really, everybody should just be analyzing whether or not these vulnerabilities are related to or in effect are going to affect their particular corporation and incorporate it into your threat model. That's all you have to do. And then just look at the actual risks, weigh them, say which ones are important to you, and then build policy. make sure everybody understands that policy, make everybody sign a little piece of paper that says, no, I'm not going to get owned by Nick, and then you're good. That's really all it comes down to.
And I know we weren't, again, doing GSM and tower fuzzing. I know we weren't completely breaking GSM crypto, but given that we had the worst GSM talk at Black Hat, I hope everybody enjoyed it. And that is the end of our presentation.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you.